wrapping things up right here on what is the hottest form of Alabama football news, notes, and information you are going to find anywhere. This is In My Own Words, the podcast with yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and drop a like, a thumbs up on the show, and subscribe the network here at Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Over 7,000 subscribers strong, thanks to you, the fans. 7,000 subscribers strong because of you, the passionate, inquisitive Crimson Tide fan. Got to make sure that we continue feeding you the best coverage on your Alabama football program. Head coach Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide went through its bowl prep on last week in Tuscaloosa. It will have a couple of days off to enjoy the Christmas holiday before taking the road down to Orlando, Florida, having a few more practices before facing the Michigan Wolverines inside Camping World Stadium for the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day. Just a bit of an update here. Redshirt senior inside linebacker Joshua McMillon was granted a 6th year of eligibility according to the NCAA. Coach Saban and company petitioned for his 6th year due to the former four-star from Memphis, Tennessee, sustained a serious knee injury, tore his anterior cruciate ligament back in August camp. Did not play this year. Of course, he used his initial freshman year in 2015 to redshirt, but because of the serious injury, was granted a 6th year due to medical hardship. Hopefully, he decides to go ahead, take the 6th year, and come back for the 2020 season. But it was big time seeing Alabama get the 6th year granted for Joshua McMillon. Also, on Saturday, this past Saturday, marked the 13-year anniversary of the biggest fib ever told by Nick Saban. Y'all know that fib that Nick Saban told. It was back on December 21st, 2006. In 2006, it was a time where the Crimson Tide had recently decided to part ways with Mike Shula as the head coach. There was a huge search going on for who would be the next man at the helm for the Crimson Tide. People looked at Steve Spurrier. People looked at Bobby Bowden. Even Rich Rodriguez put his name in the hat and even actually showed some interest in wanting to coach the Crimson Tide. And at this point in time, Nick Saban still in the National Football League, toiling with the Miami Dolphins. And when he was approached, when he was asked the question about, how would he feel about taking the Alabama job, since people were trying to, link his name to the conversation. Check out what Nick Saban said. Hear this out. This is what Coach Nick Saban said while he was still at Miami about possibly taking the Alabama job. Nick, what you said?
I don't know how else I can say it, guys. I've said it 3 different occasions. Well, then I guess I have to say it. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach. I think I've said this over and over and over again.
Nick, hold on. I must have had salt water in my ears. Nick, hit me with that again. What'd you say, Nick?
I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
Hold on, Nick. We got a little old lady in the back. She got her hearing aid on. It's not turned up all the way. One more time, Nick.
I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
There's the fib. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach. Not going to be the Alabama coach. That's what Nick Saban said 13 years ago, which was dated back to, of course, this past Saturday. Not going to be the Alabama coach. Well, we all know what happened. Rich Rodriguez ended up reneging on the position, and Mal Moore, somebody of whom I have great respect for, God rest his soul, this is somebody of whom I believe deserves a statue right where the ones of Nick Saban, Wallace Wade, Frank Thomas, Gene Stallings, and Paul Bear Bryant are. Because to me, Mal Moore embodied Alabama football. He loved this program. He valued this program. He appreciated this program. He wanted the best for this program. And there was a point in time where Coach Moore saw the state of mediocrity that Alabama was in. He didn't like it. He could not stand it. He wanted to do something about it. And in his mind, he felt like he was going to do everything legally possible to change the paradigm, to change the narrative, to flip the script, if you will. So he goes out here and he convinces Nick Saban that, bruh, your style is not going to work in the NFL. Come back to college. You and Miss Terry need to come back to college. You come back to college, this discipline style, this attention to detail, how you guys do things, it's going to work, and we're going to give you the key. We're going to give you everything. We're going to hand over to you all the control you need to run this program the way you're going to do it. You're going to be able to recruit, get the kids you want, coach how you want. We're letting you be the CEO. You can be the whole shebang, Nick Saban. The NFL is not going to allow you to have this type of creativity to do your own thing. Nick, we're going to give you that creativity here at Alabama to do your own thing. And the way Coach Moore talked to Saban, it was as if Mal had more confidence in Saban than what he had in his own self. Now, I'm pretty sure Saban was a confident guy, but just in the way Mal Moore went about convincing him, we need you. You may not think we need you, but we need you. And the way you do things, the way you go about things, the way you handle things, we're going to put you in a situation where we're going to get you all the resources needed to get us, being the Alabama football program, back on the top of the mountain. And by God, Mal Moore did it. Mal Moore did it. And this is somebody, once again, in my opinion, that deserves a statue. But Nick Saban goes from telling the biggest fib of all time to, on January 4th, 2007, he becomes the Alabama head football coach. And for 13 years, Crimson Tide fans, for the most part, he's given you a program that you are proud of. I mean, has it always been peaches and cream? No. There's been some rough moments. But for the most part, you look at 5 national championships with more coming, 6 Southeastern Conference titles with more coming, a bevy of top-ranked recruiting classes, the 2020 group, looking to be number 1 upon February coming in, and also a boatload of players that have been positioned or selected to the NFL drafts. For the most part, Nick Saban has done his job at Alabama. This is the 13-year anniversary of the biggest fear he has ever told. What's up, college football fans? You can catch the hottest show in the streets, that being In My Own Words, the podcast, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Subscribe to Touchdown Alabama magazine for the best in Tide football.